Hello, today you join me in Worcester, where today I'm driving the new Vauxhall Insignia. It's a second generation model from the brand. It's priced at just over £17,000. But what can we expect from a new model? Let's have a look. So one of the key elements of the new Insignia is that not only is it longer, but it's also wider. Now don't think that it's gained weight, because it hasn't. Depending on what model you get, it's actually up to 175 kilograms lighter, which is quite amazing. Because it's got a longer wheelbase, 92mm to be exact, it means there's more room inside for the occupants, and it is quite roomy in here. Now this model has got the black headlining, so it does make the cabin feel a little bit smaller, but in all honesty, I quite like it. The seats are positioned lower compared to the previous Insignia. The centre console has also been raised, so it really feels like you're cocooned in this car rather than sitting on it. There's also more space in the rear as well, so those in the back will enjoy more room. The boot is a tiny bit smaller. It's 10 litres smaller, so it's 490 litres as opposed to the previous models 500 litres, but that's to give those in the back their extra room, so that's quite a fair trade-off if you ask me. So stepping into the back of the Insignia, and you're greeted with quite a bit of room. Now the driver's seat is positioned for me, so I'm quite a tall chap, I'm 6'2", but even so, I've got quite a bit of leg room, quite impressive actually, and I've got quite a bit of headroom as well, so I can see no reason why three adults can't get comfortable with the back of the new Insignia, so yeah, it's pretty impressive. There is, however, a bit of an issue. Now this piece here, that's not tinted glass, that's plastic. So that does create a bit of a blind spot, so that's something to be wary of. Right. Okay, let's open up the taps. It picks up speed rather well. So this is one of the mid-range models. It's the SRI VX Line nav model. It's priced at £23,730. It's powered by a 2-litre turbo diesel, which produces 168 brake horsepower and 400 Nm of torque, and it's mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. But what's the performance figures like? 0 to 60 in 8.2 seconds and a top speed of 140 miles per hour. So it's not what you call sluggish. In fact, far from it. It picks up speed effortlessly, and because it's a diesel, it just pulls. It's very torquey. It's got quite a bit of a mid-range grunt to it as well. Yeah, not bad at all. This could certainly eat up motorway miles with almost no effort whatsoever. Now, in regards to economy, you're looking at a combined figure of 54.3 miles to the gallon, and CO2 emissions are quite respectable, in fact. Bearing in mind it is a 2-litre turbo diesel, you're looking at 136 grams per kilometre, which I don't know about you, but I think that's rather impressive. And what about road tax? Well, for the first year, you'll be looking at £200, and then each year thereafter, you're looking at £140. So this is going to be quite an attractive car for business users, as this is what this car is predominantly aimed at. So yes, so it shouldn't cost you too much to run either. So the inside of the car is quite a nice place to be. It is quite premium, and that's what obviously Vauxhall has gone for. And we've got soft touch materials on the dash, nice leather. You've got nice leather on the seats, on the steering wheel, got leather on the door panels as well. I'm not a big fan of this kind of fake carbon fibre trim, but each to their own. And this is a specification of this pack, so that's not to say every Vauxhall Insignia you drive will have the carbon fibre, thankfully, because yeah, I just feel it looks a bit out of place, in all honesty. But yes, I think this generation of Insignia is very nice looking. It's very sharp. I love that crease on the bonnet. It's very nice indeed, and the car itself just looks so sleek. Although it's only a few millimeters shorter than the previous model, it just looks so much more sleek. And the reason why Vauxhall has done that is to make it look more like a coupe, and I think in that respect it's worked, because it does look pretty tidy. the previous Insignia, that has been the best-selling car in its segment since 2008, and that's a pretty good achievement. And in fact, in 2011, it beat both the BMW 3 Series and the Mercedes C-Class in regards to sales figures, and that's quite an achievement. So even the base model enjoys decent features such as cruise control, air conditioning, a decent infotainment system and Bluetooth, but this is the SRI VX9 nav model. This adds navigation, it adds 18-inch wheels, and it also adds the VXR styling pack to give it a more sportier edge. Sadly, this model doesn't come as standard with those fantastic LED lights, which can illuminate up to 400 meters. Now, just to put that into some kind of perspective, that's the length of around 4 football fields, well, pitches I should say, but that's quite a long distance. That's almost half a kilometre. So yes, the LED matrix headlights are extremely bright, but sadly those only come standard in the top of the range models. You can get them on the mid-range models, but that will cost you £1,000 extra. That's a lot of money. And on the entry-level model, you can't even get them. You have to make do with bi-xenon headlights, which they'll still be quite decent, but not quite as bright as the LEDs. Also optional on this car are the 20-inch alloy wheels, and although they look rather nice, it does mean you get quite a lot of road noise. So let me just shut up for a few moments. And these roads aren't particularly bad, far from it, but because you've got a bigger wheel, which obviously means a lower profile tyre, there is a bit of tyre noise. So I would probably recommend sticking with the standard 18-inch wheels that come with this car, because that should help to eradicate this. So yes, this 6-speed manual gearbox is quite nice to use. It's very smooth, and I think that's a word that sums up this car quite well, in all honesty. It is quite smooth, it's well refined. Like I say, if you get rid of the 20-inch wheels, you'll also find it'll be even nicer to drive. But it's the sort of car that you can just kind of sit back in and just eat up for miles. Very nice, very nice. So the car also comes with 3 driving modes. So you've got normal for, well, normal, and you've also got Tour, which makes the car even more comfortable. So if you've had a hard day at the office, you can just sit back and unwind as the car takes you home. Or if you feel a bit more racy, it does have a sport mode as well, which helps to, oh, hello. So that does improve the throttle response, and it does give an added weight to the steering. In fact, I must admit that's quite a nice weight in the steering. I quite like that. So what about the ride? Well, the ride is pretty good, it's compliant. The brakes are quite sharp, they've got a good sense of feel in them. This car handles pretty well. So there we have it, the new Vauxhall Insignia. The previous model was a big hit for the brand. It was a bestseller every year, and in all honesty, I can see no reason why the new model can't do the same. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe for many more car obsession videos to come.